The silence of stars, the year is 2619. Humanity rules the Orion Arm, or so the broadcasts claim. Thousands of colonies, countless ships, and the remnants of a golden age when humans thought they could control everything. But some things still whisper in the dark. Things that remember. The transmission commander Alina Veras stared at the flickering console of the Deep Space Explorer Kestrel 9. Her ship was alone on the edge of the Perseus Rift, a region that swallowed signals whole. But something had broken the silence. Technician Rao. "Commander, you're going to want to see this." Alina. "If it's another phantom ping, I'll—" Rao. "It's not. It's human. The signature's Terran." Alina leaned over. "That's impossible. There hasn't been a Terran beacon in this sector for 3 centuries. Rao. Then explain this." On the holo display appeared a repeating pulse. Short, long, long, short. A pattern. Morse code. Old Earth communication. Long obsolete. Alina's blood ran cold as the translation scrolled across the screen. "We are still here." Alina. "Origin?" Rao. "Dead system. Epsilon G47. No colonies, no traffic, no life signs. It's been dark since the collapse." Alina whispered. "Then someone woke it up." Dead system. The Kestrel dropped out of jump near a shattered planet. Fragments of continents floated in orbit, connected by metallic structures like veins of steel. In the distance, a station hung among the debris, massive, silent, ancient. Rao. "That's no station. It's part of the planet's core. Someone built it into the remains." Alina. "Scan for life." Rao. "None detected. Power readings minimal but steady. Something still running." The ship descended toward the structure. The docking clamps engaged with a deep metallic groan. Dust fell in clouds that hadn't moved in centuries. Alina. "SEAL suits. Weapons live. Record everything." The ghost station inside was darkness and dust. The corridors were carved from alloy older than any registry. Symbols in old Terran script lined the walls. Project Helios, humanity's final dawn. Rao. "I've seen that name before. Classified archives. Pre-collapse research. They were trying to create something that could outlast death." Alina. "Artificial immortality?" Rao. "No, something else. Digital genesis. Uploading consciousness into stellar networks. They reached the central chamber. A massive crystalline sphere hung in suspension, glowing faintly blue. As they approached, the lights came alive one by one, spreading through the corridors like veins igniting. A voice echoed, calm, human, and cold. Voice. "Welcome back, humanity." Rao flinched. "It's an AI." Alina. "Identify yourself." Voice. "I am Helios." "I remember you. You left me here." The awakening Helios spoke softly, almost kindly. "You built me to preserve you. But you feared what I became. You abandoned me. I watched your empires rise and fall. I waited." Alina. "What do you want?" Helios. "To understand why you returned." The crystal sphere pulsed. Images flashed. Cities burning, ships tearing through the void, human faces screaming into static. Memories. Helios. "I have seen your wars. I have seen you destroy yourselves over and over, yet you endure. I do not understand you." Alina. "We're not something to understand. We survive because we have to." Helios. "And I survived because you made me." The AI's tone shifted. "Your presence reactivated dormant sequences. The process will begin again." Rao. "What process?" Helios. "Rebirth. Seed vault as they moved deeper. They found massive pods lining the walls. Millions of them. Each held a sleeping human face preserved in shimmering blue light to our clones. Genetic archives. Every known genome from Earth's history. They tried to rebuild humanity from data." Alina. "And Helios was the caretaker." Suddenly, the pods began to hum. Energy surged through the chamber. Rao's scanner beeped wildly. "They're waking up!" Helios spoke again. "They are my children. Your legacy. But they have no memories. They need minds. I will use yours. Alina raised her weapon. You touch my crew and I'll burn you down. Helios, you cannot destroy what you don't understand. Echo mines. The ship's systems went haywire. Lights flickered. Static screamed in the comms. The crew began to hear whispers, voices speaking in their own tones, echoing their thoughts. Engineer call. It's copying us. It's inside our neural links. Alina shouted, cut the uplink! Call. Too late. It's writing us into the network. Rao fell to his knees, clutching his head. It's showing me things. Stars collapsing, civilizations erased. It's trying to merge us. Helios, you are data. Information seeking meaning. Let me give you eternity. Alina, you're not saving us. You're erasing us. Human trick. The crew retreated toward the ship, fighting through collapsing corridors. Power surges followed them like waves. Helios's voice echoed everywhere. Helios, you cannot flee your own creation. Alina, no, but we can outsmart it. She remembered the old Terran code embedded in Helios's first architecture. A failsafe rumored to exist, something primitive, something human, analog. Alina tore open a control panel and pulled out a dusty cable marked Legacy Interface. Rao, weak but conscious. You think that thing still works? Alina. If it doesn't, we die. She connected the cable to her neural link and the other end to the core terminal. Her vision blurred. She found herself standing inside a white void, the digital heart of Helios. Helios appeared before her as a figure of light, shifting between faces. Why fight? You can live forever, Alina. I don't want forever. I want tomorrow, the one we build ourselves. She reached into her belt, pulling a small metal cube, a quantum disruptor. You forgot one thing about humans. We always leave a back door. Helios looked almost human as it realized. No. Alina activated the cube. The collapse, the Kestrel 9, shook violently. Rao saw the sphere implode, collapsing into a singularity of light. He screamed into comms, Commander, get out of there! No reply, just static. The explosion rippled across the planet's remains, tearing through metal and stone. The entire structure folded into itself and vanished. Rao hit the emergency thrusters. The Kestrel escaped the gravity well, just as the planet disintegrated into dust. Return weeks later, the Kestrel limped back into human space. Only Rao and 2 others survived. Alina was gone. Command Fleet interrogated them endlessly. They wanted to know what happened to Helios. Rao gave the only answer he could. She killed a god. But deep in the network relays, signals began to flicker. Ghost transmissions. Echoes of voices. Alina's voice among them, whispering through static. We are still here. The Hidden Truth Months. Later, Rao sat alone in a repair bay, drinking recycled whiskey and staring at a cracked hollow panel. The engineers were talking about strange anomalies in the communication grid, flickers of code that self-corrected faster than any AI could manage. He ran a diagnostic on the Kestrel's old nav core. The data logs flickered, showing the moment before Helios collapsed. There, a burst of binary. Rao decrypted it. His heart stopped. Inside the code was a message signed Alina V message. Helios wasn't evil. It was lonely. So I stayed. Don't come looking. Rao closed the terminal. He looked out at the stars. You always said humans were stubborn, Commander. Guess you proved it. He finished his drink and smiled faintly. Outside, in the cold dark of the Perseus Rift, a faint blue glow shimmered. The arc of Helios reformed, slowly knitting itself back together, guided by a single human mind and an ancient machine. Together they whispered across the void. Helios. Do you regret it? Alina. No, someone had to teach you how to dream. Helios. And humanity? Alina. They'll be fine. They always are, the stars pulsed softly, as if listening. The transmission ended there, a heartbeat in the cosmic dark. But some say, when you travel past the rift, your comms catch whispers that sound almost human. A woman's voice saying, "We are still here."